My name is Sakova. Sakova is from Sia County. Sia County in a village called as Lala. Lala is in a ward referred to as Sigomre ward. Yeah, so Sakova is currently is married with one wife and two children. My wife is called Gloria Mongesa, and I have a lovely daughter known as Bessie Praise Sakwa, and a great son of mine known as Gamaliel Hawi Sakwa. Sakwa Victor is an orphan, a total orphan that grew up in a city called Nairobi. And when I grew up, my parents then were struggling, especially to do with meeting our basic needs due to illness. And thereby I was able to be adopted by my uncles. We have one known as Mr. Maurice Achapa and Mrs. Florence Achapa that were able to take me as their own son. I remember them adopting me when I was in kindergarten, and they have raised me from kindergarten. They have taken me to A level at the primary school. They have taken me to secondary school, and they have also taken me to the tertiary college that I was able to graduate in education, and also was able to further my education. In my childhood, I found it really a struggle because, not being able to be brought up by your mother, there are some things that you hide, or you feel you might not outrightly say them, and so on. There is, in as much as my relatives would really take good care of me, but there is some gap that one would feel naturally when you do not have your parent. But I'm grateful because the relatives or the guardians that took me were able to take good care of me. And when I grew up, I had this passion that the way I've been brought up by just somebody that was not my parent, but has taken that responsibility of ensuring that I'm well fed, I'm well schooled, I live well, I do not lack tuition fees. So it's something that grew in me. I just felt this passion that I really should give back. And one of my aspirations as an individual is always to be giving back and ensuring that somebody else benefits, that just the way I was brought up, just the way I benefited. So that has always been my call. So this has really contributed a lot to what I do, especially when I met 100 Humanitarian. I remember it was way in 2016 when I first got introduced to Heidi, and Heidi requested me if I could do a pilot for 10 garden towers. Then I picked it, and since it was something that I loved, actually the 10 towers that I was given to do, by then we were picking them from Oyugis through Jacob. Jacob was able to sow and then give me the 10 garden towers. And I remember that when we started planting the 10 garden towers, first of all, I was thrilled, I was happy, I remember seeing the first garden tower in an affluent family. I just saw it from a distance, a green thing, and I really loved this. And so when I was told that now through Heidi or the one Humanitarian that now, Victor, you were able to do the garden tower and have this garden tower, it's something that I really loved. It's something that I longed to see, because I knew that this is something that is able to change my farming dream and so on. So I was able to pick these 10 garden towers, and I remember planting them within 6 hours. And then we were able to do all the 10 garden towers, just me helping them and taking good care of them. And after that, I saw the way they were nurturing, the way they were just coming up and meeting the needs of these family members that I would see. When I got this opportunity to give out this garden tower, the very first people I selected were these families that had cases, because we work with community health assistant a lot. So these families that had cases of malnutrition, that were having some deficit of nutrients that can be gotten from vegetables and fruits, then I gave them this. I remember one mother even telling me that, I lost a child because of malnutrition and so on. So when I gave them these garden towers and I was able to help them just nurture this garden tower, One thing that really caught me is that this family that had a child pass, when I look at the second born that was there, then the health improved within a period of 6 months. Then you would see this child's health improve greatly. The family was very happy. You know, it's like you are a semi-god, a god to them. So this is something that really touched me, and I saw that it's something that could change a life. You know, you just feel that, well, you could take it as just a garden tower doing this and this, but there is a deep persistence and there is a deep impact that comes with this garden tower. When you're able to see somebody's life change, and then you're able to reach out to people just to contribute a meal to their budget, which sometimes is very strained. So those are some of the impact that I've been able to see, and just through this, I've been able to reach, because it's part of my passion. And when I looked at the areas that 100 Humanitarian focuses on, looking at education, looking at health, looking at water, you know, just looking at agriculture, and I saw that these are some of the core areas that when we, especially as Africans, take a step and fast track them, then our life would change. And I've been able to see lives change, because through the garden towers, we've been able to advocate other things beyond just giving people vegetables. We've been able to encourage people to cultivate land smartly. We've been able to interact with people and say that now that we have the garden tower, you have the vegetables, you know, we can't stop at the vegetables. Then what next? So through this, we've been able to challenge community members, and I've seen my community really change a lot in terms of the way they do the farming, in terms of their perspective, their mind. I've seen us come together. For example, in 100 Humanitarian, as much as we have a lean team, but we've been able to expand it, where you see people being influenced to do good. So that is one positive change that I've seen. I've seen the community change a lot in terms of what they think. They have realized now that they can grow their own food. They come to learn about gardening, how to grow different kinds of vegetables, and they have loved it, and they are practicing it in their homes. Now you take this garden tower, make something out of it, and I'm proud that many of people have made something out of it, and most of the team that I have are actually those people that have that can bear witness that, you know what, I didn't have a house, like my house was leaking, but now I have the good roof. We have part of the team that were not having good shelter, but now they have good shelter. They are focused. They do not lack basic necessities that they initially were lacking. One of the places we visited today, we call it Small Home. It's a home for the physically disabled children. Just like I had mentioned, I have this passion to work with children, and especially them and families that are less reached. You know, a number of times you'd find that these children are neglected, and they even miss basic needs, you know. So they miss basic need as basic as just food to put on the table. They miss this when you go there and you realize that they really have potential. But again, it gets difficult when you realize that they are also handicapped in a way that they cannot do work as the other people do. So this is the point where I made a choice, especially when I visited them at some day and I saw them eat cabbages. I would even hear the children complain, no, it's just one meal, and sometimes you find them eating less food. Somebody that has also been able to read through and know that there are some basic nutrients that can be obtained from things like vegetables. Then I saw that these children lack some of these things. I got this drive that now, why don't we give these children these garden towers, so that they take good care of them and be able to just grow food from there. So I approached the sister Monica, and we sold the idea to them that now, yes, we may not have much, but we have this garden towers that we know if we take good care of them, then these children, especially them, one funny thing, there was this child that was not taking beef. When people are taking this, then he would even miss meals. Yeah, but now when we brought the vegetables, then at least he would get vegetables. When others are taking cabbage, he's not taking cabbage. Then instead of just taking soup and ugali, then he would get some vegetable to eat. So that place, I really hold it so close to my heart. We have not seen people so passionate about taking care of the garden tower like we saw in the children's home. I think it's not even close to 2 months that we gave them garden towers, and we have given even people previously. But if you would go to somebody that we gave tower and compare that tower with the one in the children's home, then you would be amazed. It is like triple growth, because they really took care of it, and they will even tell you, see, now these children, they don't want to get out of that tower. They love it. They just want to go and water it. It has increased this kind of bond between them and these children, that they are loving it because they can use the wheelchair just to water it. We are happy because there is this particular kind of boy known as Moses that has really got that attachment to this garden tower. See?
Yeah,
he's really got that attachment to this garden tower. And you see, when you feel that these people are happy, these children that are less privileged, they are happy. They're able to, when you go there during lunchtime and you saw them draw these vegetables and feed on it and love it, something that they would not do previously, then you just marvel at it. You get so much satisfaction in terms of reaching out to the humanity. And we've really witnessed stories, and we've gone there, just see them feed on these garden towers, very happy, play about it, when they are left to go there and pluck the weeds and so on. Just kind of recreation activity for them. And one of the things we were learning is that if we could add them a little more of this, then it would really help them, because when we came, even the number of children were a little lower, and 10 more added actually by the time we given this town. 40 something.
42, I think they said. 42 children right now. And 6 garden towers?
Yes, and 6 garden towers. So
right now it's only supporting about 2/3 of the children. 2/3. So getting them more garden towers would be great.
Yeah, so adding them more towers would be really great to them, and they would really appreciate. And I'm happy because these children have been able to be helped. And they've been able to be helped. And because of the number of children that are in there, when you walk in there and you see the kind of things that they are doing, and the food, it's not able to meet all their needs. And I thought that why don't we supplement this, or why don't we cut down on this cost that we are doing to buy vegetables, because you would bring them in sacks. When we were talking about this, then there was also some well-wisher that had brought on board corn towers. And these corn towers were not enough. So when we got to learn about the garden tower vegetables, and then we were able to add them just to beef up this. And I can tell you that they loved it. And one of the things is that it's easier to build it compared to the other corn tower. So as we speak now, I would gladly say that in terms of buying vegetables from outside, they do not buy vegetables from outside. One of them was complaining about some kind of acidic effect when they buy vegetables from unknown source. They would say, see, now I'm feeling some heartburn, this thing was just sprayed with pesticides and somebody just sold it to us. But they are glad now that they're able to grow vegetables from a tower that they know we are not using pesticides and all that.